What's up, you guys? Welcome to a day in my life. It is bright and early in the morning. It is currently 6:15, and I am on my way to attend a woman empowerment workshop. So yeah, I'm going to be taking you guys with me throughout the day. Hope you enjoy this day in my life. Let's go.
Up and leave. Take a lot of courage just to live out your dreams. Bigger picture I could see if I just close my eyes. Have the foresight to believe. Time don't move backwards, it speeds to the future.
My son and early. I thought it was starting at 7 and apparently it's starting at 7:45. So yeah, I'm here already though. There's Olind. I'll check on like my comments, answer a few comments and stuff until it's time to go in. But yeah, I don't mind walking. Looks like there's parking this side. It's fine, wait, I parked across the road. Hopefully it's safe. But I see there might be parking this side, but it's fine. Yeah, wait.
Charging forward when I open my mouth, though I may not know how. I know I was born to sing. Travel the world, raise baby girls, marry my best friend. I'm manifesting, but not concerned. 'Cause whatever happens, I'm good. Great. Even on the bad days, I thank God for making me brave. Living free. Wanna die when I'm 123. Really wish that all my heroes notice me, so I could be one of the greats on a big stage, inspiring people to pray and give thanks. 'Cause somehow we made it. We're always protected while building our legacy. Travel the world, raise baby girls, marry my best friend. I'm manifesting, but not concerned. 'Cause whatever happens, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Actually, more than good. Kinda great. But even on the bad days, I thank God for making me brave. Brave, 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 brave.
So I'm back from the workshop, and what I'm gonna do now is ndizawukwenza e-learning zam. There's quite a number of e-learnings that I have to do and complete. So I think I'm just gonna take the time to do those right now. But before I get into those, I was just reflecting on izinto that I took out of the workshop. So I thought let me share some of the little nuggets that I took away from the workshop. I really enjoyed the workshop. To be fair, the speakers were absolutely amazing and inspiring. So we had two speakers. The first speaker, Surya, she runs a family business, and I think she's the third generation in her family business. So ebethetha about it dynamics that come with, you know, running a family business. And then the second one was Uvuyokazi, and she was talking basically about just corporate culture. And from Surya, I took away that success at times runs alongside failure, like especially like in business, guys. Abantu are too scared, myself included, to do something that they know is their purpose, and they know that it's something that they should be doing, but because of the fear of failure, you end up not doing it. Uhlale in your comfort zone, and you don't put yourself out there because you go fail, you know. And I guess it kind of spoke to me when she said that success sometimes runs alongside failure, because failure is a crucial part to get you to your success. So I really love that she mentioned that. And then she also mentioned that when you're running your own business, or when you're running a family business, you need to be able to do all of the jobs that you've hired people to do, because at the end of the day, the buck stops with you. It's your family's business, so you need to be able to do every single job there. Because what happens if someone falls sick and you need to chip in, or you need to fall into where the cracks are? So you need to know how to do everything, everyone's job basically. And then she also mentioned something that's very important, where she says you should treat your employees like your family, and charity begins at home. Because your employees are the people who are actually going to take your business places. So you need to make sure that you're taking care of them, so that they can also in turn take care of you. I feel like, and then she shared a story about how she's done that and all of that stuff. A very touching story. And yeah, I feel like that is also crucially important to remember. And then from Uvuyokazi, to be fair, I loved the energy that she brought, but a few things that I took from her is that also just linking back to what Osoria said about charity beginning at home. She says that you need to remember, when you are in a leadership position, to be a leader who recognizes that there's people behind you, there's people supporting you, that enable you to be the great leader that you become, or the great leader that you are. I love that there was emphasis on like the people supporting you and the people behind you. And then she also said leave a legacy, and then she said something along the lines that you must see value in yourself first in order for people to see value in you. So it's that thing where you need to shine in your little corner and be sure of your purpose, sure of what you're doing, and you know the recognition and rewards will follow eventually, but they shouldn't be something a good driver. It shouldn't be a deciding factor when you're gonna do something because you're gonna get a reward, or because you're gonna get a recognition. You should do something because you want to do it and you feel like that's your purpose. And then she gave us 4 elements of a successful business, saying that there needs to be a succession plan. You need to understand the organizational culture. She said something interesting about organizational culture. So she said that a culture is the worst behaviors that you allow to happen is what your culture is. Because sometimes we like to think like the organizational culture is all about the nice stuff that you try to bring in. Yes, it's a portion of it, but also what contributes to your culture is the worst things that you are going to allow to happen in your environment. forms a large part of your culture. So that was an interesting perspective. And then she spoke about how your policies need to reflect the change that is happening in the world. And then also in line with that, how you need to accelerate your KPIs to the times that are changing. And then just three more nuggets that she shared. She says, when there's a crisis, that is an opportunity. Oh, when there is a crisis, that is when opportunities come. And then she said that we must ask ourselves, how many mentees do we add value to? And then the last thing that she said is, you need to show up. You need to show up for yourself every single day. And yeah, so I really enjoyed that. I've been back for a while now. I've just sort of been reading and answering emails and now I'm about to do my e-learnings. So yeah, let me get into that. Oh, and by the way, something I forgot. I won a prize. I won a voucher, guys. Like, I actually wasn't expecting it because I never win anything. To be fair, I did win at the last Bay Chamber event that I attended as well. But I didn't expect to win today because it was a lucky draw. And it's not a lucky draw. I never win lucky draws. So I feel so hyped up right now. Like, it's a good day. It's a good day to have a good day. Anyways, let me focus on this e-learning chow. I will catch up with you guys a little bit later.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising. I'm so
Hey guys, ubomi bam masana. I got home like maybe an hour and a bit ago, and I still have a lot of work to do. So I think today is going to be one of those days whereby ndizawusebenza ube late. I have a lot of work to do actually, and I'm actually contemplating. It's like 4:30 currently. I'm contemplating having a Red Bull because Sana, I'm unwell and I need to finish this work. Literally, I need to do it because namhlanje, if it wasn't meetings, it was events. So basically, my actual work day. If it wasn't meetings or events, it was training that I needed to do. My desk, she is messy. My desk is so messy, guys, and in fact, hold on a second. I can't. Sana, I don't. Should I tidy up this desk? I was like, I probably won't finish this one. I probably won't finish it, but get just for. Think I boost. Guys, this week, Sana, I've been working for my money. Yeah, I actually haven't gone to gym this week at all because where's the time? Jonga. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm overwhelmed and it's a lot, but at least I'm watching a 52-part TikTok currently. I'm on part 20. If you know, you know. If you are watching Who the Did I Marry on TikTok, please comment down below, guys. What are your thoughts? Must discuss in the comment section. Like, I'm only on part 20, so we're not yet deep into like the cracks. I think we just it says shots. They're newly married and she's starting to see no man, no corner in the way off. Guys, must discuss who the did I marry in the comment section below, because Zana, wow. Who's Goma Red Bull gives you wings? Yeah, well, lively. The lively I can do my work now. Anyways, I'm on part 20, so I'm gonna listen to the rest of the parts while I do my work. I'm not gonna tidy this desk. I'll do it at a later stage, but yeah, let me work. Guys, so I am done. I'm done with work. Actually, it wasn't that bad. It only took me like 2 hours to do. So not that bad, but I didn't finish the Red Bull. I just had a couple of sips and I sort of feel myself dipping right now and I can't put my finger on it. And it just clicked to me like, today I have interacted with a lot of people. Like, I literally interacted with a lot of people today, and my introvert self is just crying out for dear life, like in the drained. My social battery is actually drained more than anything else. Like, I think the drain where I land, I think I'm a little overstimulated right now. You know, I'm overstimulated because like when I got home, I was trying to like chill and maybe like watch. I'm currently watching Crash Landing on You and also the new season of Love is Blind. So I was like, let me put on Crash Landing on You. I'm on the last episode, so I'm like, okay, let me see how all of this unfolds. I don't even think I watched it for 20 minutes, guys, and I came up because I don't know, it was annoying me. I wasn't into it, and I think it's because I'm overstimulated. Like, I'm overstimulated. Like, it got me thinking, you guys, mana, I'm literally an introvert who is doing a job of an extrovert. Not that has anything to do with anything, right? Because you obviously teach yourself how to cope with certain things, but I'm just like, I don't know, it just clicked for me. I don't know why it never clicked before, but then my job requires an extrovert, and I'm nearing 2 years now in the job, and I want to reflect about it. And along the way, I think I've actually just taught myself certain things, or taught myself how to overcome introvert mom, and then when to retreat, when not to retreat, or what have you. But in any case, I just want to, chat about some of the things that I have done to sort of survive this extroverted job as an introvert. Yes, introverts, we like to think like introverts are like shy, people who don't like people, but that could be that couldn't be further away from the truth, because I do like people. Ne? I do like people. I do enjoy being around people. However, I like to observe first. Yabo? I like to observe first, and also at times when I'm overstimulated by human contact, ingaske retreat back into my shell. Do you get what I mean? Like, ingaske retreat back into my shell. I try to limit human interaction as much as possible. Not because I'm shy or anything, but because it drains me physically. Yabo? And I'm big on like vibes. Like in the vibe yomdo. So I like to observe in certain instances so that I can sort of suss out a vibe yomdo, to see if this is someone that I should interact with or I shouldn't. I am not that warm at first glance. Like if we're meeting for the first time, I'm probably not that warm. But as you get to know me, you get to know I'm goofy, I'm a teddy bear, I'm an absolute like marshmallow inside. But it's just that thing where I need, like, my spirit needs to rest around you, if that makes sense. So in that way, I feel like I'm an introvert, and also I enjoy my own company. I enjoy living inside my head, like in the Atandi. I love to think, you know. I love to think. I love to be in my own bubble. I love to just sit and observe at times. And my job requires me to put myself out there consistently, put myself out there, be the life of the party, make sure that abantu are feeling good, are feeling comfortable, are feeling sought after. And you know what? It's a good skill to learn. If I am to ever have my own business one day, that is a skill that I need to learn. And that is like, that's one of the things that I feel like needs room for improvement, is the fact that, you know, I need to get better at putting myself out there. I need to get better at, you know, selling myself, negotiating, just building relationships with people. You understand? Because that is something that I somehow lost along the way. I actually did a video, I think like last year during my birthday month, where I was basically reflecting on my childhood, my teens and my 20s. And that is one of the aspects where I realized that one day I was like complete social butterfly, and then the next thing I know, I'm like introverted vibes. So in any case, let me just go through some of the things that I felt like have helped me overcome my introvertedness in an extroverted environment. So the first thing is around small talk. Now, if you ask any introverted person, they will probably tell you that small talk is like the worst nightmare. Like, I need kind of small talk. Rather us not talk than have to, you know, engage in small talking. And I think it's more of the anticipation. Yeah, when you meet someone for the first time, or you have to engage in small talk, you are in a room with someone that you don't know that well. It's that thing where you try and overthink what their response is going to be, and then you try and anticipate their response so that you can respond to that response. So whatever they say, you're already thinking like 2 questions ahead, because you just don't want the conversation to end in an awkward way, but at the same time you need this conversation to be short. Yeah, well, you need the interaction to be short, because you feel, I don't know, you just feel like the person is going to judge you somehow, or think that no, we are bora or aunangoko or something. So it becomes a mess up here, yeah, when it comes to small talk. So one thing that I found and I've been practicing is to not anticipate like how the conversation is gonna go. one of the strengths that you have as an introvert is that you observe people, which means that you have that capability to be a good listener. So what I have tried to do is I would maybe ask a question, and then I would actually sit and listen to the answer that the person is going to be giving me. And then from that answer, there will always be something that I can relate with or connect with, that I can bring up. And when the person is finished speaking, then I can bring it up. Then I can bring up maybe a follow-up question, or something that what they said makes me think of, that like clicks in my head, that they think of, and by that the conversation just becomes more organic, and then you don't really have to be thinking too much about how you're gonna steer this conversation, because a conversation is a two-person thing. Yabo, just because you are the person who's expected to put yourself out there doesn't mean that you should be the only one who's bringing up the conversation or who's talking. So I've learned to lean into that skill where I would just listen to what the person has to say, make them feel heard, acknowledge, ask the question, ask follow-up questions. You'll find that the conversation flows. Like today, I actually made a new friend with this. Well, she spotted me first. We were there super early, and she's like, I'm going to sit with you. So we got to talking, and I got to find out that she's actually in real estate, and obviously I got excited because now I love real estate. Okay, I am a property 24 agent. I don't care what anybody else says. Like, I love real estate. I've loved real estate since I was a little girl, but because of, the sales aspect, and I was actually telling her this, because of the sales aspect of it, I was like, I scratched it off my list as a career very early on in life. As much as I love real estate, but selling of real estate, I don't think I would be good at. But maybe one day I'll be a real estate mogul and slash developer with a very extensive real estate portfolio. Let's manifest that into my life. But yeah, we got to talking about real estate and what I plan to do. So it was a very nice conversation that we had, and I ended up making a new contact or a new friend. So I know who to talk to when I am ready to implement plans. And then another thing, like, if you know that you are going to be in like a group setting or a setting where it is required, you're gonna meet new people, you need to mentally prepare. Like, as an introvert, you need to mentally prepare and get on the same page with your body and your soul and your brain. You need to say, okay, today we are meeting people, and you need to be okay with that, okay? Because one thing about introverts, Asana, they will make plans with you today. And then when the day comes for you to implement those plans, say it's going out for lunch or whatever, they want to stay at home. They want to stay at home watching their series in their little bubble. Do you understand what I mean? So today I knew that I've got, an event, and I'm probably going to be expected to network at this event. So I've been preparing myself mentally. I am gonna go in here and I'm just gonna meet people. And if I meet people, that's great. But one thing that I have sort of challenged myself to do is to speak to someone new at every one of these events. So normally if I go into an event, I will scout out the people that I work with, or the people that I know, the faces that I know in the crowd, the friendly faces, and I'll sort of like join them and hang on to them, and then hoping that they will, introduce me to people. Okay, and that's how I was going into it. But since like towards the end of last year, I just made the conscious decision that if I'm at an event, No pressure, but I need to make sure that I speak to at least one new person, like one person that I don't know from a bar of soap, okay, at every single event. And I feel like one person is doable. Do you understand what I mean? Instead of saying, okay, like just mingle. Yeah, well, if you're telling me to just mingle, you're gonna frazzle my brain. So yeah, I put that challenge on myself, and it actually works well. Like, I remember in the last event that we had, was also like a women's empowerment event. I spoke to one person who then had 3 other people that they had met there. We exchanged numbers with all 4 of us, all 4 or 5 of us exchanged numbers. And then they had been sitting with another group of ladies, so I got to meet that group of ladies. So I ended up meeting literally more than one person, and this time I met this lady that I was speaking about, and 2 or 3 of her colleagues as well. So that is like 4 people that I've spoken to, which is, for me, in my brain, it's like that event was successful because not only did I speak to one person, I spoke to 4 people, and that is an achievement. So yeah, man, if you are a person who struggles in like a mingling or a networking kind of environment, then I do suggest give yourself like grace, first of all, to say that you probably won't speak to everybody there, because it's not innate in you. It's not comfortable for you. But if you at least speak to one new person every time you are invited somewhere, then trust me that one person has got 4 other people who have 3 other people who have. Do you understand what I mean? And that's how you slowly get into the comfort and the game of being able to, network. The next thing I want to speak about is easier said than done, I know, and it is to, as far as possible, try to get out of your head, because a lot of time you don't mingle with people, or you don't network with people, or you think you don't network with people because most of the time you're living in your head. Like I said, you constantly anticipating what people are going to say, people are going to think. You're focusing on how you put your hands. You're just thinking about everything too much. So coping mechanisms to help you get out of your head: deep breaths. Deep breaths help, and also to make it like a game for yourself, and also just to realize that these are just people. Eyes on horror, they're not gonna attack you, they're not gonna kill you if you talk to them. Like, if you talk to them, and even if you do stumble your first few times, if you stutter, if you mumble your words, that's perfectly fine. I'm sure it's not the end of the world. So it's just that thing where you just need to get out of your head. And that also just feeds into what I said previously, to prepare yourself mentally. Today I'm going to see people. Today I'm going to see people, or today I'm going to interact with people. And then just one final thing is, if you are an introvert like myself and you are doing a job that requires you to be an extrovert in a sense, make sure that you make time to be alone, okay? Because we recharge when we're alone. Make time to be alone, even if you've got a partner, a spouse, children, what have you. You don't the worst thing you can do for yourself is to consistently be around people all the time. So if you do feel like you're going into overstimulation, make time to be alone. Now I have days where, like today, where I am completely just overstimulated, and what I do is if I'm at the office or even if I'm at home, I just take a break. I take a walk, get myself some ice cream or whatever I want at that moment. Like take a walk, sit outside, just enjoy nature, just to recharge and have that alone time. Sometimes when I'm in the office and I'm feeling like overstimulated, because we sit at sort of like an open plan, but there are like offices and rooms where you can go be alone. So when I'm feeling overstimulated, I like to just retreat kancinci, for 30 minutes to an hour, ndihlale inside the little private office, and just regain my social battery, and just call that my focus time, have a little bit of a focus time, a breather from people, and then I come out recharged. So it's just that thing where you know what recharges you, and you know what's gonna make you bounce back quickly. For me, taking a walk when I'm really overstimulated, it really helps that when I'm at office, towards the middle of the day, I have that break of driving home, and then by the time I get home, I'm okay again enough to continue with work for the rest of the afternoon. So that break for me, that 1 o'clock going home time is so important for me, because that's when I recharge, because I can feel myself starting to check out mentally or dip. So getting in the car and driving home, listening to music, listening to a podcast, being alone, vocalizing my thoughts sometimes, really helps me, and by the time that I get home, I'm refreshed, I'm recharged, and I'm ready to tackle the rest of the day. But yeah, in any case, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you next week for another one. Bye guys.